We're very thankful for you tuning in today, and we hope you love our content. Please hit that subscribe button, and please give us a thumbs up also. Today for our cast, we have Lexi, we have MJ, and we have Christina. Today's topic is going to be about how to deal with women. All right, so let's get started with the first question. Ladies, why do women hate each other so much?
Oh, we start with I think, like, we don't really want to hate each other, but just how society is, it's literally just like, oh, well, I'm better than this girl, or this girl's man wants me, and it's just like,
yeah, but why?
It's like unnecessary. I don't know why or who the heck started it, but it's like.
Do you think it's because do you think it's the influence on men that why we do that?
That and how things go, like with celebrities as well, because like we always see like this person dumped this person to be with this person. It's like, ooh, she took her man and she looks better, you know, like stuff like that. Yeah.
I totally agree with her. I think it's not that we like hate each other. I think it's mostly like just not even jealousy. Just like we want something that other person has, even if it's like our unconscious self that wants that. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But mostly, I really do feel like it's just like relationships. They have a lot to do with that. Like, you know how guys will be friends with girls and they'll have a girlfriend. The girlfriend doesn't like her just because of that reason. So I feel like there's a lot to do with it, and it's mainly like relationships that really impact that.
I agree. I mean, it's basically off of more of like personality with each other. It's like how you rub off of somebody.
Yeah, that's true too. That's very true.
Yeah. I mean, have y'all ever dealt with anything?
Yeah.
When a woman was just jealous of you, just because, and you didn't know and you don't know what to do with it.
Yes. So I feel like that's like insecurities as well. Like, honestly, if I see a girl like MJ, if she walked out and I saw her, I'm like,
right? She got a fat ass.
No, but it's just like no, it's just like if I see someone that looks good, I'm like, oh, let me compliment her. She looks really good. But other girls are like, she looks too good. Let me be rude to her.
Let me see what I can do.
But for what though?
Yeah, but it's almost like if women would, instead of always hating on somebody and turn that into a compliment. I mean, that's how friendship starts. But nobody wants to see that. It's like, oh, I have to be better than this. Well, let me tell you something, sweetie. Not everybody's gonna be better than this hot girl.
Not everybody's perfect either.
And another thing, just to comment on that, I feel like if women would come together and like just embrace each other's like flaws and each other's like beauty, there would be so much more women empowerment. Because these days, like men, like not trying to knock men down, but they treat women so disrespectfully these days. And I feel like. Women add on to that by hating each other instead of coming together and just empowering each other and using each other's, you know, like I said, flaws and beauty, like just to embrace each other. So.
Yeah, what they don't know is once we get it together, we gonna be there. And they gonna. All right. So the next question is, how important is friendship in college?
It's very important.
That's like y'all too.
Yeah.
It's very important.
All of us.
I feel like it really like because I transferred to Southwestern, so it took a lot of time for me to actually develop like a true friendship, and you know, I've been through friends, and it really took a long time for me to realize who was really there for me, and like I've been with CP and Chantel for like, you know, like almost 2 years now, so it's like it's been a long time, and like I can really see that they'll have my back when I need them and stuff like that.
Because I know a lot of times girls always get confused because they feel like their high school friends are going to be those friends that are going to be there for you. Yeah. And when I got to college, I realized that that's the last person that you were ever going to talk to.
Yeah.
And it's like the relationships that you make in college are probably the ones that are going to last the longest, because these are the people that you are growing into your adulthood.
Yes.
Rather than a whole bunch of girls who really didn't like you but pretended to like you in high school.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's sometimes you can get that 1 in a million type thing, because I still have 2 friends in high school that I'm still really, really close with. I mean, we don't talk every day, but anytime we talk to each other, it's just like it just picks right back up. You know what I mean? I mean, like, maybe they don't, like, we don't really consider each other like best friends, but lifelong friends for sure. for sure. Like, just like that person you can always like text and be like, hey, how are you? And they're not gonna be like, oh my god, you haven't talked to me in 3 months, blah blah blah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And sometimes you can't even find women like that.
No. Oh my god, no.
I don't know if y'all guys have a problem, but it's just like hard for me because I'm always used to like I grew up with like a lot of guy friends, and so you know like trying to have like MJ and Chantel being like basically my best friend now, like it's just different, and you know I like it. So
especially with being like athletic too.
Yeah, because another thing for me was when I was in college, it was easier for me to keep. It's better for me to have friends that are girls because you do go through that one boy or you like a couple of them boys, and it's always good to get that advice from your friends because it's honestly like another family from home if you honestly think about it. So
yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah, it sucks. College sucks.
Really.
All right, and so if we get enough time, we'll fit in a fourth question. But this question is it okay to date somebody that your friend had a past relationship with?
What?
Who wants to start? Because I mean, there's been like a lot of yeses and nos, and I don't know like where exactly I want to fit in.
Okay, so from a personal perspective, I feel like any kind of interaction with your friend's ex is just a no-go zone. Just especially like if you're like good friends with that person, like you've been there for her, you've watched her cry, you've just been there through all of that. You've been through the hurt and the bad and the good and everything. So to me, it's like if you go and try to engage in something with that person that she felt so like loving for, or she was hurt, over. I just feel it's really tough because I mean we can't control our emotions, so you never know. Like a girl could just be like, oh, I really like him. Like what do I do? Like she, my friend dated him. Well, to me, it's just like you need to evaluate like how important your friendship is. But to me personally, like I don't think that's something that should ever be messed with. Like I know this is a saying, but there's 1,000 fish in the sea. So why go for that one fish that because at the end of the day, it's like it's kind of disrespectful in like just my
that's
personal
like
opinion.
basically the major girl code of
yeah,
all, really, so.
The ones that actually follow it.
Yeah. It's just hurtful.
I mean, for me, I know like the thing is, if it were ever to happen to me, I don't know how I would react because it's just like, oh well, are we just passing this dude around or is he just passing us around?
Right.
Like, do you ever feel like sometimes because there are some men who attack girl groups and say, I'm gonna get this one and that one and that one and that one. So like, when do you see like, hey, somebody needs to stop? Like, when do you see that coming?
I think you need to kind of put yourself in the other person's shoes. So like, kind of like, what would I do if my friend wanted to date my ex or wanted to mess around my ex? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it really just takes, you have to experience it to know what it feels like. Does that make sense? So like, in order for you to just stray away from that, it's something you have to experience. And I'm not saying that go ahead and do it, so you can experience it. But I'm just saying like, really like be conscious of what you're doing and like your friends' feelings. And if that's a lifetime friend and someone that's been there for you, I think that just like that's like an off limits thing. Because it's it's one boy, and if you're a bad bitch, you don't have to worry about that.
Exactly. And that's what I feel like every girl doesn't feel. They feel like, oh, one guy is giving me this attention, and this is. I have to get this guy. If I don't get this guy, I ain't got no other chance. And so it's just like, okay, I seen this guy. Oh, she used to mess with him this way, so maybe I can do the same and manipulate it in the same way. So, I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it in a good way, and I've seen it in a bad way. Because even with my boyfriend, I mean, it's a lot of information, but he used to talk to one of my friends, but they never talked in a serious way. She was almost kind of like, I'm not going to say using him, but just like, oh, that's just another boy. And I remember when it happened, I had to sit her down and I had to talk to her like face to face. So if this ever does happen to you ladies and you don't know what to do, this is what you do. You do have to sit your friend down and ask first.
Yes.
That's the first thing. Just don't go and do it. And if that's the first thing you do, you are not a good friend. Now, what I did is I sat her down. I said, hey, I know you was just playing around with this boy, but I got real feelings for him. Is it okay if I talk to him? Yeah, go ahead. I didn't care. That was just another boy. And that's how you talk you out, because it does happen. and I've seen it, and it's happened to me.
And a lot of guys have like girls as friends, so it's like for me, I have a lot of guy friends, like I said. So it's basically like I have to like interact with the girlfriend and be like, yeah, girl, you know, like he's cool, we've been knowing each other, whatever. And I stay my distance. So, you know what I mean? So it's just.
And then sometimes it's like kind of awkward because then it's like, that whole time we were dating, were you thinking like, well, I'm gonna get the, you know,
and that's the thing.
And it's hard to,
And I think it just takes a lot of maturity, like you said, to sit down and have that discussion and just be honest with each other and open. And I feel like today, I feel like it's more the guilt, like if someone does have feelings for, you know, an ex or something like that, or does something with them, they don't want to sit down and have that conversation. No one wants to have that conversation with their friend. But at the end of the day, that is the mature thing to do, and how you gain that respect of your friend. You know, like nothing behind the back, nothing, oh, you know, this, that, but at the end of the day, it's just a mature thing to do, so.
All right. Well, we don't have enough time for any more questions, but thank you so much for tuning in for our first show, and I hope you guys tune in for the next show. Thank you.
Bye.